All right, you guys, I think we're in. Let's have a little leisurely beginning in child's pose and see what we can cook up. And I know most of you know you've been here before, although there are some new faces. Um, if you are new, good luck. Ooh, just joking, just joking. I just got some evil eyes. No, if you are new, actually, this is the place to come. It's we keep it really simple here. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy for you. Um, but we keep it simple. You probably will never imagine anybody who can attempt the stuff that you're about to do. The issue is just making sure that you do it to your own degree, and that's what everybody here is doing, anyways, because everybody's different. Y'all know that. So, those of you unfamiliar, the onus in here is completely 150% on you. You're the only one in the whole world that knows what you're feeling. I know how easy it is to give your power away, but in here you're supposed to be claiming your power. You feel how this stuff feels on your body and you make intelligent decisions. You don't let some ignorant yoga instructor push you past your boundaries. But what we like to do is the instructor spends the class giving suggestions because there's so many possibilities. And obviously, he's probably got way more experience doing this than you, 38 years now. So, that experience lends to, loads of options. And his job is to voice those options. And your job is to pick and choose amongst those options, that which feels appropriate to you. So then we can make a generic experience more personal. I mean, that's the only way that it could be a public class and still maintain some kind of healing elements. So we're going to start here because it's the least abrasive place to begin for most of us. And we do a few things with the breathing that tend to lay the foundation. So if you're not familiar, just listen carefully. First of all, see if you can start to narrow your breathing down to your nostrils. Good. So if it's possible, all the air that comes in and out of the body comes in and out through the nose. If any of you can't breathe through your nose, then just disregard that suggestion. There is reasons for everything. Nothing's arbitrary. We have a 1 hour class. It's going to be hard to explain everything during that time. Just trust your intuition. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. But it's certainly not being suggested arbitrarily. Most importantly, see if you can start breathing really deep. Every breath you take during this class should fill your lungs up completely. This is the primary work of the entire class because ultimately yoga is not a physical practice, it's a meditation, and the first step of meditation is focus and concentration. And that's exactly what happens when you try to pay attention to something and you have to pay attention to your deep breathing because it won't happen automatically. You got to focus on it. And when you focus on something, that mind gets incredibly quiet. And that quiet mind is the only thing I ever see in my whole life that differentiates yoga from other activities. That's what makes this what it is. Try not to take that for granted. I'll remind you throughout the whole class. And very lastly, just smooth it out. I'm not holding my breath. I'm not straining my breath. It's not choppy or erratic. If someone was listening to me breathe, they'd probably assume I'm in a really calm and peaceful place. And then all we're going to do is just integrate some movements into this wonderful quality. And then the movements become yoga movements. So let's get into that by reaching the arms forward. Plant the palms on the floor at nice, stable distance. Tuck under your toes. And everybody, just press your knees off the floor, lifting your buttocks up to the sky for the first physically active pose, down dog. And everybody, you're not expected to be warm yet, so maybe you could cut yourself a little slack and kind of let the class come to you. That's all. That's all. How about this, though? You don't really need to be warm for this, but it starts to help us activate a little heat. How about everybody just find a stable distance for your hands? How about the width of the joints they emanate from? See how that feels. How about spread your fingers and plant your palms so the feeling on those hands is solid? How about dig into those hands and make the arms so strong that it just feels nice on your upper body muscles, nothing more. And how about you press your heels down to the degree there's some sweetness on the back of the legs? That's all. But don't worry about how far you're going. Try to find the place that feels right. It's this kind of strange concept that your body is your most sacred partner in this life. Your body speaks to you in the language of sensation. It kind of guides you, and your job is to tune into what your partner's saying and be respectful of it instead of jamming your opinions down your partner's throat. But I guess you could call it a healthy relationship. And then while you're here, everybody breathing free, see if you can just drop your right knee to the floor so it's underneath your right hip joint. If you're brand new, pretend you're playing Simon Says. Everybody turn your left foot flat on the floor. Good. Lean onto your right hand and bring your left hand to the sky. Ooh. But make that right arm a little strong. Keep the breath free. So I'm going to start giving you ways to activate if you feel like you have room to do it. Everybody, see if you can let your left arm and chest open up a little. Good. See if you can pull the chest out a little away from the hips. Good. And keep sucking that air down low. Nice. How about one big inhale here? Exhale, left hand on the floor, under left shoulder. Lift your left leg in the air. And just reach your right arm easily forward. Good. And then everybody try it out. See how it feels. I mean, if you had surgery yesterday on your left elbow, you think this would be smart to do today? I mean, it's not like every pose is for everybody. But those of you deciding to do it, like taking responsibility, use your left arm to push a little. Take your extended limbs and reach a little. Man, that breath sounds nice. Ooh. How about you lift the extended limbs a little higher? Those of you really comfortable, reach your left arm out in front of you as well. Both arms forward. Breathe. Oh, there's that smile. One last inhale. Exhale, put it all down. Some of you look so fucking serious. Good. Straighten your right leg out behind you. Turn your right foot flat and squeeze. Lean onto your left hand. Right hand to the sky. Good. So we do want you to be focused, because if you're not tuned into the experience, it becomes dangerous actually. But since when does piercing focus bar levity? I mean, for some reason, people think they got to be serious even though they're focused. But you can be a little light and playful. Feel it. Then let the feeling inform you. Can I make my left arm stronger? Can I plant my right foot? How does that feel? But can I lengthen the torso a little bit, like I'm massaging myself by just activating, right? And then can I open my right arm and chest a little, like I'm exploring? Can I do it all with deep breath? One big inhale here. Exhale, right hand to the floor with your right leg in the air. Left arm reaches forward. Head down nice and low. Take your extended limbs and just reach a little. Good. Don't do the same arm and same leg if you're a guy with blue pants in the third row. Nice. And now, guys, try to soften your neck. Check this out. It's super cool. Like your right arm strong. Your extended limbs are long, but you're not tensing your neck or gritting your teeth. It's like you're actually strengthening your ability to face difficulty in a less reactive way. One big inhale here. Exhale, put everything down. Very easily take your legs back to upper push-up position and what we'll call from now on the plank position. And if any of you think it's too much, put your knees on the floor. Make it less much. The benefits are the same. There's even more benefits when you're honoring your uniqueness. Have a big inhale here. Exhale, lower till you're laying on the ground. When you get to the ground, don't move your hand, just release your toes. And on a big inhale, push your elbows straight as you can push your elbows comfortably without lifting up the quadriceps. We call it a cobra. And on an exhale, touch your chin to the floor. Again, inhale, come back up to what we call cobra, like you're just gently warming your back. Exhale, touch your chin. Just 3 more. Inhale, cobra. Plant the palms and let the shoulders spread. Exhale, touch the chin. Dosmasana. Inhale, cobra. That was Sanskrit and Spanish together. Exhale, lay on your stomach. Run your arms down your sides. Glance forward. Lift your arms, legs, and torso off the floor. Just a little bit. See how it feels. Right? And then if it feels good, you can do more. If it doesn't, you back off. How about starting if you want? But try to really lengthen the legs. There's a nice sensation back there. Good. Turn the palms to face the ground. I know you don't have a lot of room, but open hands wide as you can without hitting anybody. And then just start flirting with the height of your hands and your feet. But like you're just enticing muscle groups to awaken. Breathe. See, the objective here is not to change you, but it's just to take care of you. The only way you could take care of anything on planet Earth, by touching it gently. One big inhale here. Exhale, hands in cobra. Rest your legs. Inhale, come back up to that 5th cobra. And let's just take a few breaths. See if you can turn the buttocks into jelly, just soft as can be. Keep the thighs laying on the floor completely. Roll the elbows in, plant the palms, open the shoulders, breathe deep and free. And then driving into your hands. Lift the torso to that personal degree. Last big inhale here. Exhale, touch your chin to the floor. Push up, plank position. Press your butt back to down dog. Drop the head and breathe. Woo. Those of you brand new, I hope you didn't come here to have fun. This is not fun. It's challenging. The instructor can be annoying. But it's all part of it because it gives you the safest place you ever seen in your whole life to practice being calm amidst different challenges, whether someone's annoying you or you're feeling physical discomfort. You also can strengthen your humility. That means get the hell out of your ego and back off. You know, you can also practice being a better listener. Your body's talking. But lots of opportunity here. Good. If you're with us, big inhale, strong arms. Exhale, walk, or softly jump, feet to hands. Inhale, glance out with your legs straight as comfortable. Exhale, glance down. And while you're hanging there, just notice you haven't lost it. I'm still breathing really deep and free. And you guys try something really strange. Feel what you're feeling and see if you can find a place right now somewhere between too much and not enough. Right? I mean, no instructor knows that place. You got to find it. So try to stop looking around the room so much. Drop your head down. I can't think of an intelligent reason to be looking around anymore, unless you don't understand what the instructor's saying. I mean, now you're tuned into your experience. Why even do the position if you're not going to pay attention to its effect? And then with that paying attention, you can discern where you belong, and then a workout actually has a chance to become healing. And a lot of you won't even mind being here because not only does it feel right, because you're going to the right degree, but you realize this is the last movement on planet Earth I ever want to lose. Tying shoes, pulling up pants, picking up kids, maybe one day a grandkid. And then while you're enjoying the sweet touch, breathing deep and free, take your arms down the sides of your torso as if your arms were the wings of a fighter jet. See if you can lengthen stuff like your neck, your spine, and your legs to the degree it feels appropriate. And with the stomach firm and the breath free, on a large inhale, press to standing, glancing up as you reach your arms forward and high to the sky. Exhale, fall forward, head to legs, till your hamstrings ask you to stop. Inhale, glance out with the hands low. Exhale, plank position. Walk or jump and lower down in control. Inhale, roll into cobra, but easy. You're not warm yet. Exhale, chin touches. Plank pose. Pressure butt to down dog. You got it. Good. Neck is soft and breath is free. Buddy, that's a 6 movement flow that's supposed to reflect like a yogic version of Tai Chi. Okay, you don't need strength or flexibility more than what you already have to do the movements. You need effort, sensitivity, and humility. But after you memorize them, it's just a constant effort of refining them, like the Japanese tea ceremony. But refining it doesn't mean go deeper, but it just means make it more personal, more gentle. Here we go. Inhale, tailbone, could slope high. Exhale, walk or jump softly. Inhale, glance out, legs straight as comfortable. Exhale, head low. Ready? Inhale, open arms and float to the sky if you want. You could stretch backwards. Exhale, fall forward as if this was self-massage. Inhale, look up softly, but try to create length in the legs and torso. Exhale, walk or jump, and lower down in control. Inhale, super gentle cobra till it just feels sweet. Exhale, chin touches, plank pose, down dog, breathe deep. You know, everybody, it's almost second nature to be going deeper and further because you've been told since the time you could open your eyes that you're not good enough. Everybody, and it's really difficult, but you got to be on high alert. You're not dragging this into here. But if you ever notice yourself pushing yourself deeper in this class, just ask yourself one question. Say, where the fuck am I going? And if you have a good answer, keep jamming. But if you don't, please stop that. But again, this ain't meant to take or change you. It's just meant to take care of you. But no one's ever read proof looser people are healthier and happier. But if you're with us, inhale, tailbone high. Exhale, walk or fly. Inhale, glance out. Maybe you could breathe with me. Exhale, head low. Last round. Inhale, open arms and float high. Exhale, lay torso over thigh. Inhale, lengthen anything you can possibly fathom. Exhale, walk or jump. And lower slow. Inhale, cobra, plant the palms and spread the shoulders. Exhale, chin touches, plank pose, down dog. Breathe deep and breathe free. Nice, everybody. You're going to have a lot of weight on that right arm really shortly. So I like to kind of let the right arm have a break so it can kind of rest up before the challenge. So if any of you want to give it a try in an effort to give your right arm a break while breathing free, take your right hand and reach back and grab your outer left knee. Good. And that should give your right arm a little rest from no weight on it. Good. And but if you think that's too much on your left shoulder, then don't do it. Right? You have to make that call. Can you believe some people will do it? They'll hurt themselves and try to blame me. Is that craziness? That's our society. It's their fault. Ooh, but if you're with us, can you slide your right hand as close to the left heel as the length of your right arm permits? Can you keep your heels pressing and your left arm strong? If you're curious, we only have 5 last seconds. If you want, look up at the sky under your left armpit, add a little twist. Good, still with us. Right hand back to down dog, still breathing free. See if you can slide, everybody, your right foot over to touch your left foot. Good, so your big toes and ankles are touching. And if your big toes won't touch, bunions are fine. But those of you who don't know, that's important. But that's called real flexibility. It's not in your hamstrings. It's in your brain's ability to work with your uniqueness. Now, see if you can roll simultaneously onto the outer edge of your right foot and your right palm. Bring your left hand to the sky. And a lot of you guys already know the modification. That's why we did that pose earlier, right? You know you can put your right knee on the floor. But especially if you're brand new, why go so far so fast? Breathe. And then with your knee down or not, make your right arm strong. Let your left chest open. Breathe free. This time, left arm over left ear. Pull through your ribs, your lat muscles, and your kidneys. But just reach till it feels good. Anytime, put your knee down. Breathe. Left hand back to the sky. Big inhale, open wide. Exhale, come swoop into plank with strong arms. When you get to plank, everybody push the floor away from you. Keep your hips the same height as your shoulders. Rest your head down. Have a big inhale. Exhale, lower down slow, your right knee to the ground. Why are you laying on your stomach? Breathe. Take your left leg off the ground. Reach your right arm forward. Some of you need Simon Says School. Breathe. Good. Everybody, you remember this. We already did it. Keep your breath free. Ooh, I'm happy there's so many people in here. I can't just flail my limbs around. I actually have to do things with a little awareness. I might hurt somebody. Good. This time, bend your left knee so deep, the left heel attempts to touch the left buttocks. Still breathing. Then reach back with your right hand and try to grab your left foot or ankle. Don't hold your breath. Good. With your left arm strong and your head down low, can you please just flirt with straightening your left knee by pressing the heel away from the buttocks? Don't you guys see what's going on? The last pose, you were compressing that right shoulder. Now your strong left leg can pull that right shoulder sweetly open, like you're complementing your strength with some length. Now release the foot, but don't touch the floor. Just extend the limbs a final moment. Inhale, lift the limbs high as you want. Exhale, put everything down. Easily take your legs back to plank position. Nice. You know you can put your knees down. Good. Everybody plank position, breathing free. On a big inhale, bend your elbows and touch your chin to the floor. That's called chaturanga. And on an exhale, come back to plank. That's called a push-up. Good. Again, inhale, touch your chin, but don't touch your nipples. Exhale, plank. No nipples means try not to collapse, but put your knees down if you want. Inhale, touch your chin. Calmly. Exhale, plank. Good. Then holding plank. Have a big inhale. Exhale, lower till you're laying on the ground. Inhale, easy cobra. Shoulders spread. Exhale, lay on your stomach. Thank God. Arms at your sides. Breath free. Glancing forward. Lift arms, legs, torso high as comfortable. Ooh, you guys, what muscle group would be more important to strengthen than the ones that support your spine? I heard about 80% of Americans suffer from back pain, most of it coming from compression. Not necessarily going to be a big issue if you got the strength to support yourself. Breathe, that's these muscles. Taking this now a little farther, as you all get a little warmer, bend your knees and grab your ankles without holding your breath. Nice. And then using your strong legs, can you sweetly pull your torso away from the floor? But sweetly. But even though you could go further, don't. And sweetly use your arms and pull your heart open. Good. And then everybody just easily pace yourself a little. Don't come up too high. And let this pose reverse gravity's effects across your upper body. You feel that? Everybody shoulders rolling open, chest popping through. Instead of you hunching forward and getting drawn down. Now listen to this. One last inhale. Exhale, hands in cobra. Rest your legs. Inhale, come back up to that cobra. Let's take 5 deep breaths. Soften your buttocks. Keep your breath free. Good. Everybody, now you're getting warmer. Does that allow you to explore further? Breathe. Every time you do cobra, you're warmer and you're more fatigued. You got to feel that and work accordingly. One big inhale here. Exhale, touch your chin. Push up, plank position. Press your butt to down dog. Drop your head and breathe. Woo! Nice, everybody. Heels down, breath free, head and neck dangling. Everybody, a little pressure in your left heel. Take your right leg to the sky. And if you want, open your right hip a little wide. Ooh, that should be nice. Everybody, take a big inhale here. Exhale, bring your right knee across to attempt to touch your left elbow. I mean, you ever met anybody who can't try? Inhale, right leg back up, left heel down. Exhale, right knee touches forehead, but gentle. Inhale, right leg up. Listen to this one. Exhale, rest your right knee high up on your right tricep. Try to climb it up there. Now, if you want, holding the knee there, on a big inhale, bend your elbows, touch your chin to the floor. Get into that. Exhale, push your elbow straight. Inhale, right leg back to the sky. Exhale, softly swing your right foot deep between your hands. Good. Slide your right foot a few inches to the right, which is more than a few centimeters. Rest your head down low. Good. Right nipple near the right leg. Breath in the flow. But take your arms down the sides of your torso like fighter jet wings. Up on back toes, breath through your nose. You know, when we get into this pose, a lot of people have trouble just containing their excitement because they're just so happy that the lower body muscles are getting equally stimulated. You know, we just went through a pretty strong upper body sequence. Right now, with your right knee bent and your left knee straight, on a big inhale, press your torso off your right leg, reaching both hands to the sky. That's called crescent lunge. And that's why we had you slide your right foot a few inches to the right so you'd have a little more stability. Now, everybody, just easy. And know in your heart you can back off, you can come out anytime, so there should be no apprehension. Everybody, just a lot of opportunity to touch a load of places. Try this, everybody. See how close you can get your left knee to the floor without bending it. Just sink in. If you get a little too exhausted here, put your hands on your right knee or drop your left knee to the floor. If you're with us, glancing up and reaching up. One last inhale, stretch backwards till it feels good only. Exhale, both hands on the floor. Drop your left knee. Oh, thank God. Keep your right knee on top of your right ankle, but slide your left knee backwards far as it'll go. Good. Everybody bring your right arm inside your right leg. Good. Elbows on the floor, best as can be. Breathe. Ooh. Everybody, elbows on the floor inside your right leg to your degree. Maybe they don't want to go that far down. But have you ever in your life seen a healthy relationship that responds positively to force? Why the hell would you think that works with your body? But isn't that crazy? When you see something enough, you completely believe it, even if it's irrational. And we see that our whole life. People forcing, jamming, trying to make their body fit some image that's been jammed down their throat since the time they could open their eyes. Now from here, don't move your lower body. Walk your hands up and put both hands on your right knee. Prop your torso up tall as comfortable. Whoo. And everybody, if this bothers your left knee, you know, the hardness of the floor on that kneecap, then roll the side of your yoga mat up, put more cushion under it. Good. And now, everybody, gently, if you want, because this can be pretty intense, as you bend your right knee, you try to drop into that left quadricep. Right? This is a big stretch for the biggest muscle group on your body. Those of you comfortable, reach both hands to the sky, interlace the fingers but the index finger and reach high. Good. And then glance up, reach up, but really sink into your left thigh. And if you have a few more, nodules deeper you want to go, just stretch backwards till it feels wonderful. That's where the pose gets its name. Everybody, the crescent lunge. Good. Now one big inhale here. Exhale, both hands on the floor, one on each side of your right foot. Don't move your right foot, but push your right knee straight. Ooh, don't move the foot. Just push the knee straight. And everybody walk the hands forwards instead of backwards, like you're actually trying to lengthen the torso, not just the right leg. Then pull the right toes back so it's only the right heel on the floor. It's called flexion. But if you can, pull the right toes back with the left hand. Nice. The few of you, you know how some people naturally have longer noses? And it has no bearing on their health. It's just their body. Can you believe some people have naturally longer hamstrings? It doesn't mean they're healthier. It's just their body type. If that happens to be you, you can put both elbows on the floor, grab your right foot with both hands. Good. But for most of us, that would be complete overkill. Good. Soft neck, breath free. How about this? Whenever in your life you're forward bending, lock up your abdominals for support. Now, but the only problem is the short time you get, this one's gone. Both hands back on the floor. Re-bend your right knee so deep your left quadricep drops down low. Open your hands a little wider than shoulders width, but watch your breath flow. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Slide your right foot across the upper yoga mat to the left fingers. Drop your right knee down to your right fingers. Try not to roll off your left kneecap. Put your elbows on the floor in front of you. Rest your head down and breathe. Ooh. And everybody, listen, now I want you to personalize this, okay? Those of you think this is too intense, slide your right foot a little closer to your left hip. Those who feel you want a deeper stretch, slide your right foot closer to your left armpit. Everybody try to turn the left hip downward, and everybody slide the left knee backward. Pull the chest forward, and then soften your brain around the experience you're having. Because God knows it don't make sense to be fighting something you're choosing to do. And breathe. Ooh. Lungs are filling, breath is spilling. Ooh. Now, inhale, walk your hands up so the torso's tall as can be. Tuck under left toes, lift up left knee. Pull the right leg back to plank position, still breathing free. Take a big inhale, strong arms. Exhale, lower slowly. Inhale, gentle cobra. It's been 10 minutes, easy. Exhale, chin touches. Plank pose. Press your butt to down dog. Nice. Ooh. And everybody, those who like to join us, still breathing free. Everybody, take your left hand and grab the outside of your right knee. Those who feel like you really need a break, do not ever worry about missing poses. Just put your knees on the floor and chill out for a little bit. Those of you comfortable, want to explore further, slide your left hand closer to your right heel. But don't pretend you're doing that because you're lifting your heels higher. But keep your right arm strong and your breath free. Now look up at the sky under the right armpit, twisting. Breathe. And but don't forget to smile. This is what you came here for. Breathe. And it's on donation basis. Breathe. Now, left hand back to down dog. Still breathing free. Everybody slide your left foot to touch your right foot best as can be. Roll onto your left palm and your outer left foot. Everybody right hand to the sky without making a look on your face that would scare your mother. Do it calmly. Please put your left knee on the floor if need be. Ooh, breathe. Open the right torso. Make the left arm strong. Pull the torso nice and long. Right arm over the right ear. Pull through your ribs, your lat muscles, your kidneys. Use your strength. Make some length. Breathe deep. Right hand to the sky. Remember, inhale, open wide. Exhale, come swoop into plank with strong arms. Inhale, push the floor away from you. Exhale, lower down slow, your left knee to the ground. Gotcha again. Breathe. Take your right leg off the floor, left arm forward. Keep your breath free. Some of you acting like you got more THC in your system than me. Breathe. I doubt that. Pull the limbs long, drop your head low, lift those limbs high. Remember, bend your right knee deep as comfortable. Reach back with your left hand, still breathing free. Left hand tries to grab right foot, best as can be. Now, everybody, see if you can flirt we're straightening your right knee, which should pull that left shoulder open so sweetly. Everybody, while that right arm gets strong, that left shoulder gets long. Breathe. Good. Those still with us, because you always can exit early. Release the foot. Don't touch the floor. Extend the limbs. Inhale, lift the limbs high as you want. Exhale, put it all down so easily. Take the legs to plank position. Oh, shit, I'm exhausted. Ooh, but you know what you're feeling? It's actually kind of nice. It's a huge part of fitness. They call it stamina. But nothing wrong with touching that. If it ever gets too much, try to strengthen your humility and take a break. If you happen to be with us, knees down or not, inhale, touch your chin, not your nipples. Exhale, back to plank. Inhale, only the chin. Exhale, plank. Good. Uno Masana. Inhale, Chinasana. Exhale, Plasana. Now holding plank. Big inhale. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, lay on your stomach. Oh, run your arms down your sides. Glance forward. Breathe free. Lift arms, legs, and torso high as you want them to be. Hey, but why not just lay on the floor, take a few extra moments break? You don't have to jump right into this. Ooh, still with us though, everybody? Lifting and breathing, bend your knees, grab your ankles. You remember this, although we will add something. Good, but right now, just use your strong legs and just pull your heart open. Use your strong arms, wrap those shoulders open. See if you can access the hardest place in the human body to touch for most of us. Everybody, your deep upper middle back. Breathe. Right, the deep upper middle back, by letting the chest fall forward maybe a millimeter, and with the strong legs, really wrapping those shoulders open. Breathe. Now, one last inhale here. Exhale back to previous pose. Don't touch the floor. This time, reach both arms out in front of you. Pull your elbows and knees straight as they'll go. Look up softly. Now lift high as you want. 2, breathe. Oh, that's nice. Everything getting strong. Last inhale here. Exhale, hands in cobra. Rest your legs. Inhale, full-blown cobra, because you've never been more perfectly prepared. Breathe. This would be the time to explore. Breathe. Shoulders spread and palms squeeze. Buttock soft and breath free. Ooh. One big inhale here. Exhale, chin touches. Plank pose. Press your butt to down dog. Nice. Ooh. Now, you guys, from here with a little pressure in your right heel, take your left leg up to the sky. And if you want, open your left hip up wide. Nice. Have one inhale, just spreading a little. Exhale, left knee across to right elbow. Best as can be. Inhale, left leg up high. Exhale, left knee, forehead. Just give it a try. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Remember? Exhale, rest your left knee high up on your left tricep. Good. Hold it there. Inhale, bend your elbows. Touch your chin to the floor. Exhale, push your elbow straight. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, softly swing the left foot between the hands. Ooh, slide the left foot a few centimeters to the left. Rest your head down low. Good. Keep your neck soft, but take your arms off the floor like airplane wings. If you want, you can do this with your back knee on the floor. Breathe. Everybody, we call it balancing lunge, but soften your neck. Try it. Not one time in this class should your upper and lower teeth touch. Square your hips forward. Lengthen your back leg. Breathe. Now come up to crescent lunge. Reach high. Breathe free. Good. Less than 30 seconds. Best as can be. If you get overwhelmed, put your hands on your left knee. Good. If you're with us, quickly, let me talk you through a bunch of opportunities. Everybody, turn your right hip forward, but push through your right heel. You won't have to ask why. You'll feel why. Bend your left knee, but not your right knee. Push your left stomach away from your left thigh. Look up, balance, reach up, length, stretch back a little. Last inhale, it's gone. Exhale, hands on the floor. Drop your right knee and slide it back, head down low. Left arm and shoulder inside left leg, elbows down low. Breathe deep. Woo. Everybody, you're not supposed to like this. You're not supposed to be enjoying yourself. You're just supposed to appreciate it. And it's supposed to feel right to you, even if it doesn't feel good to you. In other words, every bit of challenge in here should be prefaced with sweetness. Because I can't imagine why you would do something that doesn't feel right. Ooh. Now, keep your lower body down low, but start propping the torso up tall as comfortable. Put both hands on your left kneecap to help you in that process. And see if you can push your elbow straight. See if you can even press your torso backwards as you drop your right thigh down and forwards, lifting your chest upwards. And the few of you want to add more, both hands to the sky. Interlace the fingers, but the index finger reach high. Keep that groin dipping low. Look up, breathe free, and if you want, stretch backwards to your degree. Crescent lunge. But remember, mostly you're sinking into the right thigh by bending your left knee. Last inhale here. Exhale, both hands down, head low. Don't move your left foot, but push your left knee straight as comfortable. Walk the hands forward, not backward. Pull the left toes back with the right hand. Those of you really comfortable, pull the toes back with both hands, breathing free. Everybody super duper comfortable? Everybody rest your forehead on your left big toe. And if you do have your forehead on your big toe, try not to be happy about it. You know, I could do it too if I had short legs and a long torso like you. Which one of you hasn't figured out that the shape of your body affects the way you look and poses? And no two people on earth have the same shaped body. Which means there's nothing more pathetic than competition unless you're intent on disrespecting yourself. And our whole fucking country is based on competition. Now you know why we got your attention on your deep breathing? To force you to be so present that you can catch when you slip into toxic mentalities and you can stop feeding it mental energy and unconscious loyalty. How else did you plan on killing it? Both hands on the floor, still breathing free. Re-bend your left knee so deep the right quadricep drops low. Remember, heel, toe, left foot across the upper yoga mat to the right fingers. Drop your left knee down low. Elbows on the floor in front of you, somehow still breathing deep and free. Then you guys remember, personalize the pose by sliding your left foot higher or lower. Breathe through your nose. But the stresses in your life, the tension in your mind, the emotions you're experiencing, the weather, the diet, the age, the injuries, those are very few of the trillions of things that are affecting you. Your intellect could never come close to comprehending all that's affecting you and how it's affecting you. But you were given another mechanism of understanding things. It's called your intuition. How does it feel? But tune in and breathe. And when you feel like enough is enough, that's the point where you don't go deeper. Like your favorite masseuse who digs their fingers into a knot in your body to the perfect degree instead of the most degree. Now, if you're with us, walk the hands up so the torso's tall, really monitoring the depth and fluidity of the breath. Tuck under right toes, lift up right knee. Left leg to plank, still breathing free. Big inhale, strong arms. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale, cobra, gentle flow. Exhale, chin touches. Plank pose, down dog, bravo. Ooh. Now very easily, breathing free. Put your knees on the floor, release the toes, and open your feet wider than your hip bones. Walk your hands towards your knees and super gentle, drop the butt towards the floor between the heels, sitting up tall. If you feel a little fragile here, use your hands to support your weight. If you're really comfortable, put the hands or elbows or shoulders on the floor behind you. Don't do that if it doesn't feel right to you. In other words, lay on your back or not. But try not to look to see what they're doing. It doesn't matter. Discover what you need to do. Breathe. And you guys are so focused, you probably don't see what I see because I'm looking at everybody. But I do want to share it with you since it's so beautiful. But I see a bunch of people all doing the same thing differently. A bunch of people respecting their uniqueness instead of a bunch of fucking drones comparing and competing like you brought the rat race right into your yoga class. Ooh. Now, those who decided it was appropriate to lay on your back, take your time. Come up to sitting slow. When you get to sitting, y'all, breathing free, crawl forward so you're on your hands and knees. Cross your legs behind you deeply. Sit back on your butt behind your feet. Bring your legs out in front of you. Sitting up, squeeze your knees into your torso, rest your head down low, and then try to glance right and glance left for a moment and stagger yourself to the degree that if you opened up your arms, you wouldn't hit anybody. And then after that, let your knees drop open so the soles of your feet come together, but you're still breathing deep and free. Even yoga teachers usually don't know it. Everybody, you're in a yoga pose right now. It's called transition asana. You're in between movements, but you never came out of your meditation. Pull the heels into the groin deep as you like. Sit up tall. Have a big inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows and pull your face towards the floor beyond your feet to your own degree. But you heard that word beyond, right? That means consider lengthening your spine. If you feel comfortable, you don't need the arms to help you. You can stretch the arms out in front of you. But don't pick your toes, please. Just make a mental note. After class, clean feet. But I can't tell you how many fucking toenails I have to clean up after yoga. It's like, are they doing yoga or are they doing pedicure? And it's just symbolic of our inability to pay attention to shit. Constantly distracted. In a country where we worship multitasking, even though the human brain can only focus on one thing at a time. Which means multitasking means mistakes. From here, come up to sitting, still breathing. Make a hook out of your first two fingers and hook your big toes tight. Lean back enough where you can lift your feet off the floor. We call it counterbalancing. This is why we staggered you. Spread your legs wide open. If you don't have room, turn to the side. Just breathe. Oh, breathe, 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 breathe. Good. Those of you not familiar, this is called balancing on my ass and spreading my legs open pose. That's all. Breathe. And if you're having trouble with balance, just make a mental note. Tonight after dinner, eat an extra piece of dessert. Because everybody knows the bigger your ass is, the easier this pose will be. Breathe. And you know, honestly, I would be careful about laughing in this position. Ooh. Oh, some of you just throwing caution to the wind. Literally. Good. Everybody lift the chest up tall, flirt with straightening your legs, keep your breath free. Now don't move your legs. Release your big toes and touch your palms, get together, elbow straight. Breathe. This is the biggest fad in American fitness. Breathe. They call it core strength. Breathe. Lift the chest up tall. Flirt with straightening the legs. Notice the breath is free. Nice. Now, since you didn't move your legs, go back and get your big toes. Oh, shit. Where'd they go? Find them. Breathe. Slowly press your legs together. Stay with the big toes. Lift the chest up tall. Breathe through your nose. Flirt with straightening your legs. Keep your breath free. Good. If you're watching this on the internet, don't copy anybody in the front row. Breathe. Now, from here, everybody, well, these two are okay. Everybody listen, but that facial expression, damn. Don't move your legs. Release the big toes. Palms face each other, the height and width of the shoulders. Ooh. Keep that breath deep and free. 3, don't grit your teeth. Everybody challenge yourself to face stuff more calmly. Otherwise, don't do the stuff. It's poisoning you. Now from here, don't let your feet touch the floor. Just bend your knees and hug your legs into your chest. Balancing on your butt, rest your head down. If there's room behind you, fall backwards. Otherwise, scoot forward first. Woo. Put the palms on the floor next to the hips. Really gently, please. Push the legs to the sky. Really gently, please. Push the feet to the floor over your head. Really gently, please. God, he keeps saying gentle. He must know something that I don't know. But this is the most vulnerable place in your body, arguably, your cervical spine. Protect it. Keep the weight on the shoulders. Stay really tuned in to how it feels. Don't go too far. Stay with the breath deep and free. Legs straight as comfortable. Feet as close to the floor as comfortable. Hands in a comfortable position, whether the palms are on the floor or the palms are on your kidneys. Wherever you want them to be. Tailbone to brainstem. Another way to touch your body. Your very first inversion. Half of a backward somersault. Or just coccyx to cranium. One sweet touch. Now from here, bend the elbows, lay the palms on the kidneys, and one leg at a time, bring both legs to the sky. Make sure the weight stays on the shoulders. Make sure your neck stays fine. Make sure your breath stays deep and free. And let the torso fade away from the chin as if the torso was the Leaning Tower of Pisa. By a little less cervical compression, but from the crease in the hips, reach the legs high. Suck the air low. Everybody breathe deep. Ooh. Guys, ready? Just easy. Let the feet drop back towards the floor over your head to that personal degree, which might have changed, so go gently. Palms planted on the floor. Core muscles and triceps engaged. Roll out in control till you're completely laying on your back with your legs out straight and relaxed without kicking anybody, so watch those feet. Ooh. And then really easily, everybody, use your hands and just squeeze your right knee deep into your torso. Reach your right arm to the right like an airplane wing. Take your left hand, grab the outside of the right knee, check in with your deep breathing. Turn your head to the right. And everybody, see if you can press your right knee gently to the floor, to the left, keeping your right shoulder near the floor, complemented with the best friend of this pose. That would be your incredibly deep exhales. And then just easily come back up with your right knee, and with both hands, squeeze that right knee in tightly. And when you're done, release and rotate. Left knee squeezes in. Left arm reaches up and out. Right hand outer left knee, head to the left, knee to the right. Just twist so easily. Breathe so deep and free. Ooh. Everybody remember that best friend. Oh, sucking the air down low, keeping your breath in a flow. Should be nice. Come on up with your left knee. Both hands squeeze left knee in tightly. When you're done, squeeze both your knees in. But just in case we missed anything, on a big inhale, touch the head towards both knees and just squeeze everything. I mean, everything. Anal sphincter, face, toes, you name it, perineum. One inhale, squeeze it all. Exhale, release everything. Lay on your back, close your eyes. You earned it. You deserve it. And some of you might even notice you've been perfectly prepared for it. You know, everybody, if it's true what modern medicine is telling us now, that close to 90% of all physical disease is coming from mental stress, and there's probably not a moment you could imagine more opposite of mental stress than the experience you're having right now. There's a damn good argument that says, even if it doesn't affect you aesthetically, that there's nothing you could do more healthy for your body than what you're doing. Just deeply relaxing. And maybe that's why we really went through all that stuff, to get you here. Because we know everybody came for health and wellness reasons. So it'd be irresponsible not to do this. So for a few minutes, everybody, see if you can slip into a silence and stillness that's actually pretty rare. And everybody, for the first time in the class, stop breathing deep. So the breath should not be audible anymore. The breath should be very reflective of that heartbeat, which is getting more and more subtle. Now, those of you who don't know, there's a very big difference between the end of the class and you needing to move. In other words, the last thing we would want right now is for you to jar yourself out of such a quiet and relaxed and peaceful place, especially considering, all that you went through to get here. So definitely feel free to take your time. If you're going to get up quickly, be respectful that people are still laying there. Take your time. Officially, we're done. That is it for this one. Great job. Namaste, everybody.